welcome you to the newest installment of the Crusaders Corner for www.abbeyathletics.com. Don't forget, folks, it's your place in cyberspace for stats, standings, stories, and more. I'm Brian Rushing. I've got a stack of stuff to talk about. Let's get right to it. Women's volleyball will lead off today as they posted 3-0 sweeps over Pfeiffer and Columbus State. Both matches were played at Merner Gymnasium on the campus of Pfeiffer University. Belmont Abbey in the opener defeated Pfeiffer in the first matchup 25-16, 17, and 16, and then knocked out the Columbus State Cougars of the Peach Belt Conference by scores of 25-20, 16, and 16. In the first match of the day against Pfeiffer, the Crusaders hit .256 on the afternoon. The Falcons were held to a .011 attack percentage. Hannah Schellenberg had 17 kills on the match to hit a blistering .364 individually, while Gabby Martinez handed out 27 assists and recorded a service ace, along with Leah Gunter, Sarah Kenny, and Tabitha Sims. In the final match of the day, 3 Crusaders reached double figures in kills as the Abbey easily dismissed the Cougars in 3 sets. Amy Cloninger led all players with 12 kills in the nightcap as Caitlin Hankins had 11 and Hannah Schellenberg posted 10 to lead an offense that improved their earlier number to 274 in that nightcap. Martinez had 38 assists in the nightcap to give her 65 on the day as she recorded 2 service aces. Hannah Schellenberg had 3 in the evening, as well as Gunter and Cloninger's 1 ace each on the day. The Crusaders look very good heading into Erskine, which will be tonight in Due West, South Carolina. Will be on the air, the Belmont Abbey Sports Network, at 6:45 for a 7 o'clock start. And continuing on with women's volleyball, I want to say congratulations to Hannah Schellenberg as she's been selected as the Sports Imports AVCA National Player of the Week for all of Division II. The 5'11" outside hitter from Jacksonville, Florida, is the first player in school history to earn such an award. On the year, Schellenberg has 257 kills and 181 digs. She's ranked second nationally in kills and total attacks, and recently became the first player in Crusaders history to reach the millennial marks in both digs and kills. Next up for Schellenberg with her Crusaders is the 1,500 kill plateau that could be obtained this homecoming weekend as Barton comes into town for a Friday night matchup at 7 o'clock. It's a Crusaders blackout inside the Wheeler Center, so we hope to see you there. And then a special start time on Saturday, homecoming day, of 2:30 against Mount Olive. As we move forward, let's go ahead and knock out women's soccer. Women's soccer looked really good on Saturday as they defeated Emmanuel 5-0. Megan Phillips, Sierra Schreier scored twice. Freshman Kate Hennessy netted her first career marker for the Crusaders in what was probably at this point one of the goals of the year, as it was a splendid strike in the 65th minute. Belmont Abbey controlled the match from the word go as they outshot Emmanuel 24-1. Philp gave the Crusaders the only goal they would need in the 19th minute as Sierra Skyers outran 2 defenders before getting the ball down near the goal line, where she slid it across the frame to Philp, who banged home the one-timer to give the Crusaders the 1-0 lead. 4 minutes later, Skyers would get on the board and make the lead 2-0 as she got a penalty kick opportunity as she was fouled inside the 18. The offensive surge remained strong in the final 45 minutes as the Crusaders would score 3 times on 11 shots, one of those being Kate Hennessy's goal as it was recorded in the 65th minute. The Crusaders continue their winning ways in conference as they're now 2-0 on the year in conference play and will look to host King on Wednesday with a special start time there as they're flip-flopping with the men. The men will take on King at 1 o'clock, the women at 3. Both matches will be on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network, simulcasted with Ustream on Wednesday afternoon. The men against Emmanuel on Saturday drew even at 1-1 in a match that took 110 minutes to play through 2 overtimes, had 54 fouls, 8 yellow cards, and a disallowed goal. At the end of the day, it was a 1-1 draw between the Emmanuel Lions and the Crusaders. Emmanuel opened the scoring in the 10th minute, with Blair Springhall using a fantastic individual effort to put the Lions ahead 1-0. However, 12 minutes later, the Crusaders notched the equalizer as Janer Duque set across to the left side of the box and Patrick Kibler thundered home the volley to pull the Crusaders even at 1-1. Both clubs had some chances, but after 110 minutes of play, it ended up being a draw, 1-1 on the afternoon. Moving forward to men's cross country and an 8,000-meter Bulldog Stampede hosted by Wingate University, which will happen to be the same site, the home course of the NCAA Southeast Regional on November the 7th. Patrick Lester, a Crusader sophomore, finished with a time of 28:09 to lead all Crusaders. Connor Burmeister would finish at 28:57, Thomas Eichhorn at 29:52, David Iverson close behind at 29:58, where Nicholas Snell finished at a 30-minute, 12-second pace in that 8,000-meter Bulldog Stampede. Folks, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Of course, tonight, Tuesday night, Erskine will be hosting the Crusaders inside Belk Gymnasium. It'll be a 6:45 airtime for a 7 o'clock start as the Crusaders, who are perfect in conference, try to knock down the Erskine College Flying Fleet. The Crusaders are 3-0 in conference, the Fleet 4-0 in conference, and they are the defending conference champion. So it's a big match. We hope that you'll tune in on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network's audio feed. All you've got to do is go to www.abbeyathletics.com where you'll find that feed. A video is also available from the Erskine College website. That link will be available as well. Then we look to Wednesday. I mentioned it already, but Wednesday we'll flip-flop the start times. The men will go first on Wednesday, 1 p.m. against King. The women will play the second game of the afternoon at roughly 3 o'clock. Both matches can be seen on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network simulcast with Ustream. And then, of course, on Friday, women's volleyball will be back in town taking on Barton. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. It'll be video only on Ustream. And then Saturday, homecoming day, and a wealth of opportunities for you to see your Crusaders in action. At noon, the women will be taking on Converse. That'll be a noon start. It will be simulcast on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network along with the Ustream channel. And then at 2:30, as soon as the women wrap up, we'll make our way up to the Wheeler Center to watch the start of Mount Olive taking on your Crusaders in the second of the two matches for the weekend within conference play for the Crusaders volleyball team. And then, of course, at 3 o'clock, Chowan University comes onto the pitch at Alumni Field to take on your Crusaders. That'll be a 3 o'clock start time, and during halftime, we'll have the ceremony of our homecoming king and queen for 2015 here at Belmont Abbey College. Folks, it's going to be a busy time this homecoming weekend. We hope to see you out here, but if you can't be here, please be sure to find us on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. You can find those links and everything else that you need when it comes to your Crusaders at www.abbeyathletics.com. For the Crusaders Corner, this is Brian Rushing.